This is Navajo Grandma. You're going to hear me shouting above the cars, and there's a reason why we're here. This is the granite quarry in Utah, where there's granite everywhere, and they use this quarry for the different buildings in Salt Lake City. So, and then, guess what today? We have Frank Phillips asked a question, and he said, Grandma, can you tell about the rocks and their meaning? This video revolves in the lives of all Native American tribes, their geological location, the rocks and minerals they used from their environment or was brought to their location through trading. Native Americans thought up wide ranges of ways to make use of rocks and minerals that naturally occur on Mother Earth. The lack of materials present created resourceful people who turned to the rocks, minerals, plants, animals to fashion each thing that was needed. They fashioned tools, pottery, weapons, fine jewelry, colored paints, and building materials. For instance, sulfur was burned by the medicine man, flints were used as fire starters, and arrowheads and halite salt to tan animal hides and to preserve foods. Some served decorative purposes such as hematite that when grinded down mixed in animal fat to form vibrant colors to be used in cave wall paintings. What made rocks and minerals so useful to American Indians was the natural hardness of rocks and special chemical properties of the minerals. I will speak about the granite. Now there are only 10 rocks that I'm going to speak about. You know what turquoise, okay? Grandma's got turquoise everywhere. Turquoise ring, turquoise bracelet, turquoise earrings, turquoise necklace. You know the rock, the stone. For turquoise, to some American Indian tribes, turquoise was a legendary gift. As the Indians rejoiced with the arrival of the rain, tears of joy mixed with this rain and fell to Mother Earth to create turquoise, the fallen sky stone. That is their myth. For this reason, turquoise was highly prized by various tribes and used to craft fine jewelry or talismans of beauty, spirituality, and life-giving power over 7,000 years. I came here is for this very reason. It is called granite. There is granite here. I'm sitting on this. There's granite here, all around being quarried. Granite are the rocks that form flat slabs were often used by the American Indians to make the mortar and pestle. These grinding stones could be used for various reasons, such as grinding ingredients for cooking or mixing materials for building purposes. While grains were crushed with this tool into flour, or long slabs of granite were also used to roll dough to be cooked over the fire. It is a very rough surface, but it is a really hard material. Do a close-up here. Look at this rock. And it was used for building. Look how huge. And then this one. And then the one Grandma was sitting on. It's amazing. And look how huge those rocks are back there. Okay, enough of the granite. Again, this is Navajo Grandma in a different location, and it's freezing outside. We came from the quarry, the granite quarry. Now we're elsewhere, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you the rest of the rocks. Now, we have what we call red jasper. Here is the red jasper, okay? Look at it. And that in itself, I'm going to read about it. It says, red jasper was a common stone used by the American Indians for various ceremonial purposes. It was once used as an offering during rain-making rituals and was thought to offer the wearer guidance when dowsing for water. Some Native American tribes thought red jasper would increase one's sensitivity to the earth. The next one is quartz. Now there's just several different types of quartz. The various types of quartz were used by the American Indian tribes. See how pink that is? This is rose quartz. Was held in high value for its healing powers. And then the clear quartz was worn by some for good luck. Two derivatives of quartz called Chert Flint, this is a Chert and Flint stones, are both microcrystalline quartz used in the tools and weapons. Like for arrowheads, you've seen these type hewn down as arrowheads, or spear points of the Native Americans. So this is called Chert quartz, okay? And that's what it looks like. The next rock is pumice. Now, Grandma does not have lava or anything all over. This is a picture, sorry. But see how it looks? That is pumice. And I'm going to read about it. It says various types of igneous rocks were used by the Native Americans, and pumice is one such rock that was ground down and used in the clay to mix pottery. Now you've heard that remember when we talked about the pottery that we defined from the previous video questions. Pumice is a type of volcanic glass. And the white pumice is a particular type of the stone that can be found commonly used in the pottery of various tribes. The next stone is called sandstone. Here is the sandstone. Woohoo! See? And it says, in addition to granite, sandstone was also a popular rock used by tribes in the mortar and pestle design. Some American Indians also created molds from sandstone for silver casting. Another handy use for this particular stone was its ability to sharpen and sand tools, which provided a way to craft fine weapons from other materials. Next one is called azurite, except azurite. The stone azurite has always been held mysterious with sacred qualities and was once used by some Native American tribes as an amulet to help the wearer contact a spirit guide. It was said that when worn or carried, azurite allows you to feel the presence of a guide and understand the meaning of the message spoken. It was also used alongside alabaster in the Zuni tribe sculptures. We're learning a lot. I hear your thinking caps on and your memory just remembering all the stuff Grandma's teaching you about rocks. The next one is alabaster. Alabaster says the softer stone alabaster was a common material of the Zuni fetishes, or small statuary carvings by the people of the Zuni tribe. These highly prized sculptures were made for ceremonial purposes from the easy-to-carve alabaster and used as power objects or mediators by the Pueblo Indians of New Mexico. The next one is called Catlinite Pipestone. Look at this. It's a reddish rock. Look at that. And, well, probably better. And so this is called Catlinite Pipestone. Many know that various types of mudstone were used to mix the clays of the American Indians, but this particular type held an even higher purpose. That is, catlinite or pipestone was a material used to carve the peace pipes of many American Indian tribes. This material takes on a reddish-brown color. One particular mine of catlinite or pipestone forms the second softest rock in the world, often found in a layer just underneath the Sioux quartzite sediment, the second hardest rock in the world. Thus it is quite hard to reach and can only be quarried by enrolled Native Americans. How cool. So you have to be enrolled Native American to be able to mine this. So guess what? Grandma's going to become a miner. Ha! The last one, and my hands are frozen. Okay. Whew. Obsidian. You know the different directions of the 4 directions? Whew. The north is, remember, the jet black, and basically obsidian. Okay, so how awesome. The east is white shell, south is turquoise, the west is abalone shell, and the north is jet black. And look at this obsidian. It almost has a glassy look to it. So, last is a black beauty, obsidian. This particular glass-forming igneous rock was used by American Indians to create stunning jewelry with Apache tears and was carved into sharpened tips on hunting weapons that were made to pierce. Navajo medicine men used this stone in rituals. These rocks are all sacred. So that is it. And thank you to, let's remember who asked. I'm so sorry. Frank Phillips. You are the one that has your name branded on Grandma's. You asked the question and Grandma answered it. And those are only 10 stones, but 10 stones were loaded. Thank you. So I love you, and Grandma's freezing, and I'm going to wish you well, and I'll see you in the next video. Like and share. You know what? I never say that. Please like and share. And Grandma loves you very much. Thank you for your wonderful comments. It's forever wonderful. I just love all of you. And I will see you when I see you again. Hagone.